So I have been working one-on-one with some of the biggest people in the industry that you probably regularly watch. And today I'll be going over the story sequences I have made with some of the top industry leaders, including Siggy Foss, which got him multiple 5-figure pips in the DMs. I'll make this so that anyone can watch this video, extract all the angles and understand all the angles that we've built, so that they can just watch this, apply it, take it, and they actually get the same results. This is one that I actually liked a lot myself. So last week's ad numbers after scaling profile visits. So what this does is, why should people listen to you? You start off always in any content asset, marketing asset, by proof. I'm at X amount of money at this age. Play into your unique angle. So this is exactly what he does. Last week's ads number, scaling profile visit at 2K in ad spend, $18,000 cash collected. So what we do now, obviously we have the screenshots to show proof, but we just build up credibility in order to actually show that what we're doing is actually true. To some, it doesn't sound impressive because many of our clients are having 20 to 30x ROIs. So this is because they don't understand sales cycles, because only 25% of our ROIs happens in the first week. All the others will be nurtured and converted over time. So what this does is, I always tell all my clients this, is you make a story, you build a story and an angle in the body of the copy, which you would actually sell. So this just makes another angle. This is because they don't understand sales cycles, so it goes against the common belief. It just comes up with facts. So only 25% of the ROIs happens in the first week. Based on previous data, this will improve up to 20x ROIs within 1 month. If we maintain this pace, we'll be at 200k a month. Give that a think. We analyze what we're actually, now we're just talking about future numbers. It's just, this puts people in the mindset, okay, so this guy's just crushing it right now. He's going to be doing even bigger things. I'm missing out. I need to follow this dude. I need to pay with this. I need to know whatever he knows. I need to know too. Then just going over the ecosystem. We purposefully made this super simple. Every single content asset that we craft, we always try to say, okay, how can we stand out from this? How can we be different than all the other industry leaders? Because we're not trying to copy them. I'm consistently exposing my ecosystem to social proof through retargeting ads. So just simply explaining, just putting an angle to it, and then simply explaining every single stage and breaking it down. As we said, building a story in the copy and then tying it back to whatever you're doing. And also communicating my value clearly to my SCP in every single content asset that I make. Redirecting traffic to long form content assets in the setting flow that we send individually to each person based on their problems. Sending people YouTube videos. You're watching on right now. Why are you watching this? Because I'm making this to explain people and give people value, to understand that I'm not talking about, and we can more clear. And then my team runs a dialed sales process to clear pain and solution offer. The formula is simple. You don't need any crazy weird mechanism. I get 15x ROIs, pips through every single sales calls, best client results in the market, top tier ads, ecosystem dial-in sales process, selling one product to one ICP. Now, a lot of people notice, why is there no CTA in this? Well, the reason why there's no CTA, because every single time you do a CTA, every single story sequence 3 times a week, people catch on, they stay fucking hating. Like, bro, this sucks. I'm gonna unfollow this guy. And they're gonna skip your ads, skip your story sequences, they're gonna skip your content because they don't care. They don't care about your CTAs. Who right here cares about other people's CTAs? Right now, who you're watching, what was the last time you saw a CTA and you actually did that? Very unlikely. This one, just going over client results. So Julius, finished last week at $11,000 cash collect from $20 a day on ad. Feel free to do the math on our watch. So just like being low key with it, understanding also what each individual person's angle is. So with all my clients, I try to understand their brand angle and to understand their brand voice, so I can replicate it. You need to understand each individual's person unique angle and brand tone to being able to replicate that in every single piece of insight that you're going to insert in any single content asset. Now you can consistently use their brand voice, their brand tone that fits into their brand. Right now, as we can see, he's the type of person who's just super low key on it. He's the type of like all lowercase whatever, understand these things, to understand what does he not say, what does he say, what is he looking for. Okay, this is too complicated, whatever, blah blah blah, this doesn't like him. Understand all these things, and this is what I do with all my clients. So from $20 a day on ads, building a bridge, right? So this is a before after bridge type of structure that you also run in ads, right? So for $20 a day on ads, feel free to do the math on ROIs. Lol. Everyone's pre-sold, no objections. How many times do I need to share results like these for you to actually piff me, right? So it's a super amazing thing. So before you understand, everything I touch turns into gold. Just like super cocky, arrogant angle that works because it's his brand angle. Not everyone will be able to replicate this because a lot of people don't have the authority to share this type of copy in their content assets, and people are like, what the fuck is this arrogant kid doing? If you have the authority, you have the results, you have the proven mechanism, people are okay, let me actually listen to this guy. Once you have the specific needed proof, you can actually do this with a purpose because people get pissed off, like you just catch people's attention. It is a power intro, perfect example. For those who are too lazy to do the math, 78.57, so just having crazy numbers obviously helps. You need to position yourself as the guy who's not the guru, who's not the average guy on social media, and Also collected 5.1k yesterday. Good start to the last week of August. Took Julius from being in the trenches at 4k a month to 43k a month in 6 weeks. You can watch this entire video below, breakdown with him on what we did. It also goes over the game plan to scale him to over 150k a month, so you don't want to miss this. Now, this is a call to action. The most important thing you need to realize on this is when you do call to actions, you need to be very aware of what is the main purpose of this story sequence or any content asset, any marketing asset. You need to be very aware. So for this, the main purpose was to redirect people to the long form content. And what we did is you need to be very smart with how you position the angles to pattern interrupt, number one, and then build a story, build an angle around it, and tie it all back to what is your original purpose. Now, you can do CTAs, and this is what most people don't understand, is you can do CTAs, and I do them too long form content assets. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with doing call to action. What is wrong though is spamming them and looking desperate. If you never do call to actions though, it actually hurts you because you don't have any traffic. People see your stories, but maybe they need that push to take action, to DM you, to watch your YouTube and get a call. You just need to make it feel scarce. Don't do it every day, maybe once a month. Look at every single piece of angle and copy that we did here is very intentionally positioned. As we go over the game plans to scale him to 150k, so you don't want to miss this. I remember I did this slide a lot of times, and what we revisioned on was exactly, we don't want to make it like we're trying to redirect people. This is just trying to seem low-key about it. I'm literally so proud of him, the progress he's made, right? So this is an amazing angle. I'm literally so proud of my client and the progress he's made, right? It's not seeming off as cocky. It's not, oh, my client did this, which everyone knows it's fake most of the times. All the gurus, not saying this is fake, I'm saying most of the client results that you see, I'm sorry, they're fucking fake. This positions you as not being fake. And what I actually did to the market is everyone started doing fake testimonials. Now, actually posting too many testimonials that are too small or whatever, or way too crazy, just seems unbelievable. I'm literally so proud of him and the progress he's made. He was running no ad. He was barely getting in any qualified meetings, and he had a close and very inconsistent clients, had an unstructured low ticket offer. And on May 10th, he got his first close from RIG ads. So they have Slack channels, obviously, with all the client communications, where you can go and extract the exact piece of content asset that we need to insert into the story sequence. So he got his first close from RIG ad, got a 3.5k PIF, and had 12x ROAS on the ads we launched. He had 20k a month on 12th of May. Got everything on track. Placed an elite set in scaling ads and structure on YouTube. Collected 12.6 cash on. You can probably understand what's happening here. This is the result of running ads that attract educated buyers with urgency of using content assets to pre-sell for the calls. Always tying it all back. And by the time people get to the end of this, they're like, what the fuck? I need to pay this guy. Or like, I need to know more about this. Every single time you do a story sequence, the longer it is, the harder it will be, the more people drop off naturally. But the people that don't drop off will be the ones who are actually qualified and the actual clients that you want. The people who dropped off, maybe only 1% of them which were the actual clients that you actually wanted to even sell to in the beginning. So there's no reason to have FOMO. Oh, why is my clients dropping out? Doesn't matter. As long as you have a healthy dropout rate, is 5%, 6%. Normal dropout rate, I'd say a good one is maybe 3. That's a healthy one. Anything above, I'd say 8 to 10%. Like if you have 100 story views in the first couple minutes, and then boom, next one 90, you start have a problem, right? Obviously, people will drop off, especially at the first slide, which I want to notice because people just slide off. After the first one, you have a big drop off rate that it needs, like, okay, this slide needs to be improved. Another one, Linden just closed another 15k deal, 5k cash. And as you can see in every single story sequence that we have here, obviously it's very well designed. What I also tell a lot of my clients, I don't do this always. Sometimes I go with the natural IG style because it feels more natural. Feels a little bit too advanced for some people, but for what he is doing specifically, this actually seems pretty good. Jack just closed another 9.6k deal. Took him from 4k to 9.6k ticket price. He has a 100% close rate on 5 calls. Just sharing insane results every single time for credibility building up. You show infinite client results. People start, okay, I need to pay attention to this guy more closely. Subconsciously, this is done. We build up some sort of client result, and then at the end, we angle it back to tying it back. But here, we just say, oh, this is what we did. So beforehand, it needs to be very uniquely positioned and very uniquely angled. One of the first things to implement was a setter who immediately booked 2 calls off of rep and implemented a new pin post to create massive gap in prospect. In B2B, what you have to understand, B2B buys off of emotion. When you show infinite client results, infinite testimonials, and infinite value posts and content assets, people are like, okay, I need to trust this guy. B2C is the complete opposite. They don't care about all your value. They just care that if you make big promises and you have a Lambo, they will believe in you. They will buy off of emotion. That's all that matters. It just goes over. This is pretty a risky angle that works for him very well because he's just playing into his angle. But I could keep going on for hundreds of stories, to be honest. If you're not pre-sold at this point, what the fuck is even wrong with you? It's a you problem that you are not pre-sold. Like, what is the, said, I'm done over explaining myself, just piff me. Like, this would be extremely arrogant, but it also depends on what angle you have. Now let's take a look at another one. Yeah, now this one is especially a super good story sequence. This was actually the last story sequences I did for him. Was Andres recently paid in full after seeing my ads, right? The reason why this is good because Andres, if you don't know, was client. And obviously when you have your competitor's client paying in full and saying that your solution is the best one that is against your competitors, it's absolutely insane. Like super high leverage content asset. Made an ROI back in 24 hours. And DM me, apply if you want me to bet. The reason now we did the call to action right here is because obviously, as I said, you can still do call to action. It can either be extremely direct as this is, or you can build a whole angle around it. A whole angle around it that actually goes behind it. Or you can just be direct. This is enough for a lot of people. Like, okay, Andres did this, blah, blah, blah. So it depends on every single situation. Changing the world. 20.7k CC in the first 3 days after you onboarded Andres. America has never seen numbers like this, right? 15k deal closed for Linden. Took him from 4k offer to 9.6k ticket price. 100% close rate from IG ecosystem, right? Some of these, obviously, we have more right here. So Eric booked 2-3 calls, just showing results, infinite client results, just making some sort of angle. Now, this is the perfect example of this. So results are fucking undeniable. We're at an inflection point in the market right now where market maturity is reached. Those that know how to make good ads and nurture attention will win, while everyone else is relying on fancy mirror strategies and how to scale their business will lose, right? So especially on this example, this works very well because you're just saying that your unique mechanism is you're making some sort of angle, some sort of story build up, right? So market maturity has reached something, an event has happened that caused you need to pay attention to this, right? Those that know how to make good ads and nurture attention will win. Obviously, nurture attention as middle of funnel, whatever, will win. While everyone relying on fancy mirror strategies to scale their business will lose. And once you implement the right systems, you can get 5-figure pips in the DMs, 20 to 50x ROIs on a profile visit ads, and all while spending less than 3k a month on ads as you're starting. This is the dream. For most entrepreneurs, this is the dream. Get 5-figure piff in the DMs, 20 to 50x ROIs on your profile visit ads, and all while spending less than 3k a month on ads as you're starting. Now, again, showing client results, and just what we're trying to do here is, okay, we helped Eric Flores book 12 calls in 1 day through new ads and a new appointment setting, book SXL, 2 to 5k into invest, just stacking as much. Because once people see this, they're just all pre-sold. As we went over before, we're just trying to stack as many as possible, really. Like, just as many as possible, just even building up even more credibility. That's your main testimonials and client results are by far one of the most important components in your offer. Because like if you have no client results, how the fuck you expect people to pay you their money? They won't, okay? It's just not gonna happen. Or you have to be or you have to kind of structure it out, just balance it out with something else, and that is usually just conviction. Good content assets, ads, story sequences, standing out from the marketplace. Listen, maybe I don't have a client right now that hit $1 million a month, but I have all the smaller clients. I have other clients which I know their testimonials are actually true, and I actually help them to make money, and I know that I'm uniquely positioned in the market. So it's not that, oh, if you don't have client results, you're cooked, whatever. No. So like, this is a super good angle, super good starting angle for this. And let's actually take a good look at another thing. So I have saved every single story sequence from my competitors over the last 2 months, tracked and understood their angles. A very good example of this is, in fact, Iman Gadzhi. Now, he's probably not in the position of where most people are, but this type of angle works incredibly well for him. Let's actually take a look. So, for months now, I've been watching something unfold. I've been quiet about it. I decided to keep this as a secret until I had my hands on actual proof, which just got in. Like, what the fuck Iman Gadzhi is talking about? Oh, I have some crazy new thing. I have a secret I wanted to tell you guys. Crazy credibility. I haven't been completely honest with you. 4 months ago, I put on a challenge online. Lots of people saw it and a few people took up on it. You might have seen it. It's fair to say the results were insane. $8.9 million tracked in earnings in 19 days from the people who took me up on this challenge. And now that I have proved that this new strategy I've never shared publicly actually works, I'm finally ready to reveal it to the market. Hopefully now you've understood the importance of having good angles, being well positioned, having a good frame on your offer and everything. For the people that are actually serious and understand the actual importance of having good content assets, good marketing assets, and having the unique angle in the market, being well positioned, having good copy, making all of these things up, you can just book in a call with me right now. We'll go over everything together. Hope you like this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.